Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. We are pleased to be partnering once again with Jabbfa to facilitate this online workshop program, the workout program. We support and enjoy the various partnerships that our members, with our members as we pursue our pathway to success mandate, fully recognizing that success is not achieved when one person or institution benefits, but when all stakeholders benefit. It is well known that our ultimate mission as an Olympic body is to promote the value of Olympism, which encompasses the synergy between mind and body. In this respect, our objective of this We Train online session in this very challenging time is to engage both the mind and body of the athlete in not just coping with the current situation, but in the relentless pursuit of excellence in their chosen sport. What is great about the partnership with Jabbfa is that it facilitates the involvement of our other member federations, and as such, athletes from sporting disciplines such as rugby, softball, gymnastics, boxing, basketball, and badminton will, as well as hockey, will be featured in these sessions. They are looking forward to anticipating, and we're looking forward to seeing them online. We know what is said about the heights of great men reached and kept. And so the JOA remains committed to helping our members, that being our administrators, coaches, and athletes, to attain and maintain great heights. Indeed, this is the heart of the Olympic motto, faster, higher, stronger. Thank you so much for joining us today in this forum, and we look forward to a fulfilling session.
Next on the agenda, we have Denzel Wilkes, a man who needs no introduction, but we again beg your indulgence as I give you a short introduction of Mr. Wilkes. Denzel has actually served as the general manager for the Sports Development Foundation since 2014. Prior to occupying that post, Mr. Wilkes worked at Grizzlies Plantation Cove, Central Medical Laboratories, Foundation for International Self-Help Medical Clinic, and International Bauxite Association at various posts ranging from director to administrator. He's an economist by profession, having studied at University of the West Indies, and a graduate at both the postgraduate level, completing economic research in several industries, including bauxite and alumina and international commodities market. He has extensive project development and execution experience in heritage tourism, event management, and has several experiences at multiple parties, festivals as the event planner. Mr. Wilkes is best known for his over 50 years dedicated to sports, even though he looks no more than 20 years. His participation in the administration of the SDF for the last few years has been critical in developing the physical infrastructure and human capital of several sporting associations, both traditional and non-traditional. He has championed the cause of several sporting associations by creating an enabling environment to provide significant contributions to the development of the nation through sports. When not enhancing the sports landscape of Jamaica, Denzel takes time out to relax with his wife and 2 children. Christopher is an attorney at law by profession, company advisor, and consultant with a successful career spanning over 20 years. Mr. Samuda is a founding partner in the law firm Samuda & Johnson. He's chairman of the board of directors of the Creative Production Training Center, CPTC, and Media Technology Institute. Christopher is also president of the Jamaica Paralympic Association, the chairman of the Jamaica Paralympic Foundation, and president of the Jamaica Disability Cricket Federation. He is also chairperson of the St. Christopher Music Limited and chairperson of the Jamaica Strategic Corporate Interventions Limited. He's the immediate past president of the Caribbean Confederation of Credit Unions and the Jamaica Cooperative Credit Union League. Mr. Samuda is also the former president of the GSB Cooperative Credit Union Limited. He's the lead advisor to several Jamaican commercial entities. As a partner, you actually have a very strong infrastructure. And having actually seen the ability for this, and having actually recognized the responsiveness and the push from the GOA, again, I really do want to go on record and commend the GOA for coming on board in a heartbeat once we actually proposed to roll out these We Train workout sessions. So again, let me hand over to Mr. Samuda.
Build the spirit, build the body, build the soul, build the body. These words, these thoughts, my friends, tell us that we must build, we should construct from inside out and not outside in. We must look inwardly and then outwards. And this, the Jamaica Olympic Association and the Jamaica Amateur Bodybuilding and Fitness Association understand perfectly. We understand that this philosophy, this rule of thumb, as a training and workout regime, as a competition requirement, is a universal principle. For from the mind, heart, spirit, and soul come the mindset, the physical disposition to build a fit and healthy body. So, like minds, the Jamaica Olympic Association and Jabbfa have gotten together in presenting to you, our audience in the global space, this virtual fitness script. So like hearts, the Joa and Jabbfa have become one blood in giving you, the citizens of the earth, oxygen to inhale virtually the value of being fit and remaining fit. So, like kindred spirits, the Joa and Jabbfa are synergizing in developing, in delivering to you, mankind, virtual lessons in pummeling the body. And so, like souls, the Jamaica Olympic Association and Jabbfa have found common ground in virtually excavating from within your body that houses the mind, the heart, the spirit, and the soul. We are excavating the sweat of the brow, the perseverance, and the perspiration of performance, and a feeling of wellness. An athlete and a bodybuilder appreciates that a contoured and conditioned body is but the physical fitness and well-being. But an inspired athlete and bodybuilder understands beyond the muscle of life and living that character, transformation comes from within, and both are reflected outwardly. So the series We Train will therefore bring to Facebook, Instagram, and some of their internet relatives Olympism in action, Olympism in motion. Each live session of workouts will bring alive the values of which the Jamaica Olympic Association and the Olympic movement are known. We train in the Olympic movement and at JOA to ensure the integrity of the body. We train at the JOA and in the Olympic movement as we are inspired to go beyond the physical limitations of the body in grasping and living the extraordinary. We train in the Olympic movement because we are determined and have the courage to revolutionize sport in becoming the vanguard of social change and transformation. And yes, we train because we have respect for and value the friendship which sport promotes among peoples, among nations. And so, we continue to train because we know that sport is the greatest equalizer, despite the differences in race, ethnicity, status and station, religion, and geographical divides. We train at the Joa and in the Olympic movement to achieve excellence, not only in physiological and kinetic functions of the body, but among the bodies of humanity. Integrity, inspiration, determination, courage, respect, friendship, and equality, fundamental principles and values of the Olympic and Paralympic movements, will resonate in the workout sessions that Jabbfa will so generously afford us. The Olympic movement, my friends, strives to ensure that sport is practiced without any form of discrimination. And so all are welcomed to join the workout sessions, the portal fat and the close plain slim. All will be welcomed. Olympism celebrates humanism. It celebrates solidarity, universality, and sustainability. These principles we strive at Joa to incorporate in our lives in sport and in pursuing sport for all. The business of physical fitness has gone long ago, gone beyond recreation and the activity of a few. It is now a movement of a people who have, with the advance and modernity of sports science and the sciences, who have become palpably aware of their own bodies, and more so with the onslaught of illnesses and pandemics. And the Joa, long before the advent of COVID, we had gone virtual and digital in advocating that the business of sport is no longer a manual stroll in the park. It is a highway technology in its training methods and system. It has become a science in engineering optimal performance of the athlete. Sport has become a business of cost efficiency and revenue generation for the administrators. It has become capital intensive in infrastructure development. It has become bang for the buck investment for the sponsor and financer. So, we all had better get fit. We all had better get with the program. So we better be able to culturally and physically be fit if we are to get in the game, to stay in the game, to change the game, and ultimately transform the game. Audrey, President of Jabbfa, and Kirk, Vice President, thanks for allowing the Jamaica Olympic Association to again partner with your association in keeping the sport fit and well. Together, Audrey and Kirk, we will continue to build the body of sport. Together, we will continue to give invaluable lessons in building the body of sport. Together, with minds, hearts, spirits, and souls, we will continue to energize, to hydrate, and feed the body of sport in gaining that feel-good prize of self-being and wellness. So the Joa and Jabbfa command all in Jamaica and all in the Caribbean yard and all in the global village. We command you to your marks, get set, and explode with energy. Thank you.
And when we think about building, one of the things that we have to look at is construction. When you actually build something, you normally build it to essentially protect it, protect yourself. You also try to see how it is that whatever you construct can actually withstand, whether it is actually a hazard and we in the Caribbean tend to be very susceptible and vulnerable to hazards. So in building, one of the things that we know is that we have to actually come up with a risk management plan. And in most cases, a risk management plan has 4 options. You have an option of avoidance, control, risk transfer, and knowledge and information. Avoidance is where you look for alternative approaches. And together, Jabbfa and Joa would know that there's actually no other approach apart from the one road for us going to the Olympics. So we recognize that avoidance was actually not an option for us. Risk transfer tends to be very, again, safe. In a lot of cases, you're able to actually have another party accepting the risk. Within the construction industry, that usually is seen as insurance. Again, one of the things that together, as we built the body, we recognized that risk transfer was not an option for us. We actually had to build this body together. The third option usually available for us is actually, again, knowledge and information. Knowledge and information in most cases allows you to become more prepared for whatever risk or whatever hazard is going to come, but that's not actually where it ends. So you may actually train somebody in the physical sense of actually empowering them in a learning and development intervention. But one of the things that the literature suggests about risk management is that one of the more, if not the most effective method is actually control. And what is it that you have to do in terms of control? You actually have to come up with a comprehensive risk reduction plan and track that plan. And that is what the Joa, that is what Jabbfa, that is what the other 40-odd sporting associations are about, controlling a risk. For us, our risk is actually COVID. As we are now still in a very critical stage of the COVID pandemic, one of the things that we have recognized is that many persons continue to adjust to physical, to social distancing. That has actually prevented most of us from engaging in what we would consider as a critical function of building together, exercise. Most persons tend to actually retreat to their home, and one of the things that we've recognized about that is that in retreating to your home, you become a little bit inundated. You recognize that you have 2 children that you're trying to actually manage for school. You have your work commitment that you're also trying to manage. That means that what gets left behind is your health, your exercise. For us as sporting associations, and the Joa recognizing that exercise cannot be left behind. For the average person, exercise is actually very important for boosting their self-esteem. But for those of us who are interested in Olympic pursuits, interested again, as we said, in being the best Jamaican Olympian, those persons have to be interested in issues such as increasing their muscle mass, joint flexibility, weight control, balance. And one of the important things is also boosting your immune system. That for us is actually the genesis of the We Train sessions. We recognize that a lot of persons would have a concern going out to a gym. We recognize that several gyms are now closing. We recognize that several persons, while you may see an elite athlete who is actually knowledgeable about their sport, they are not knowledgeable about the nuances and idiosyncrasies of working out at home. Again, that for us is the genesis of our We Train session. We recognize a need. How do we actually help other sports complete that journey? And we spoke about that one road for next year, that one road to the Olympics. We want to actually ensure that we are prepared. Several of our other countries and our competitors, our colleagues, are preparing. We recognize that need to actually continue the preparation. So what the We Train sessions represent in this edition is, as an athlete, how do I actually work out at home with minimal weights? Where are the water bottles? Once your child is finished with your school books and you have your shopping bag, how do I use that information? How do I use my chair at home to get in a workout? The second thing that we recognized about the We Train principles is that for us, bodybuilding intersects with every sport. And when we think about the different sporting associations, whether it actually be track and field, football, as Novlet indicated, several other persons would have recognized that synergies, those associations like the Hockey Federation, the rugby, softball, boxing, badminton, all recognize that to become a better athlete, when they're actually not on court, when they're actually not practicing their discipline, the next thing that they're actually doing to strengthen and improve their performance is working out in the gym. We, having recognized that, saw the need to again fill that gap. And we saw We Train as an opportunity to offer that information. So the We Train sessions will offer 3 sets of informations to persons. One of the things that a lot of us would have done early in the year in January, we would have made our annual commitment to lose a little bit of weight. Some of us would have again had a very good excuse this year, and in March we can blame COVID why we're actually not where we want to be in December. But as an athlete, we are not able to make up an excuse for COVID. So the first set of information that we want to provide in We Train is dieting information. And what we recognize about dieting, a lot of persons have to appreciate the differences between things like eating for body loss, eating for weight loss, eating for muscle mass. So we'll have several sessions with nutritionists, dietitians telling us about how to maintain a caloric deficit. We'll speak about issues like macros. We will explain to persons what a calorie is. So there'll be those sessions where we look at the dieting component. The second component that we will include in the We Train sessions is a very important sessions as it relates to weights training. And in a lot of cases, we will look at the continuum of weight training, which can be resistance training, which may include persons simply using their body weight, as opposed to strength training, where persons will actually use loaded weights and have the maximization principle. The third and most important principle for us is also the recovery element. And having completed an exercise, we want to actually ensure that persons are stretching correctly, that they're actually engaging in behaviors which will reduce injuries. And we recognize the importance of persons being able to actually perform, and again, together building that one road to the Olympics. So We Train sessions will be aired Monday and Wednesday at 6 o'clock. The sessions will actually commence the 19th of October. And one of the things that we recognize about these sessions is that we'll be airing them, as both Mr. Samuda and Novlet indicated, on the different social media platforms, and their cousins included. So persons can actually look at them. You can likewise have an appreciation of a pulse of what are the actual specific training that I need as an athlete. So if I have interest in being a tennis player, I have interest in being a rugby player, we can actually connect with the average person who has an Olympic dream. Likewise, we can actually help those Olympians on that road together. Coming back to our issues, which we spoke about, which is now our control mechanism. We recognize that we want to have a very clear plan, and we actually want to stay on that plan. Like most plans, we solicit your support, we solicit your feedback on these plans as we actually try to build that road together. Having said that, we have a full appreciation of what is the We Train sessions, the genesis, and how we see it actually rolling out. So, like most things, we like to actually give you a teaser. So we're going to give you a short teaser of what some of the sessions will actually look like. So I'm going to actually hand over to Kristen Mcgregor. Kristen Mcgregor is actually one of our IFBB elite pros in the category of body fitness. And I'm hoping that she'll actually get a volunteer to work with her.
20 is really a good number. So make note, guys, being at home, what you can actually do is you can walk around the house for your warm up. I guarantee, and make sure not to skip your warm up, guys, because this is very important. This prevents injury. This gets your heart rate up. This gets your core temperature up. This gets your joint nice and warm up, as Kurt mentioned before, and gets your body ready for the exercise that we're going to do. She's going to do just some light stretches. Real quick, just hold for 5 seconds right through. She's stretching the quad right there, and stretching the hamstrings right there. Nice, well done. She's looking so awesome up there. Keep going, looks good. So that was for warm-up, and now she's actually ready for the program. So our program today is, as I said before, strength training circuit program, and our first exercise is going to be squats. So for today, she's going to be doing 20 squat pulse, and over here she's getting her equipment. So she's getting her dumbbell, guys. And being that you're going to be at home for squats, a lot of people at home, you don't have dumbbells, you don't have any equipment. What can you do? You can actually do bodyweight squats, which is without the dumbbells. You can actually do books in a bag, just to help you to create that extra resistance. And you can do water bottles in your hand, another variation of the squat right there. She's demonstrating so flawlessly. Focusing on the squat, you want to keep your knees over the ankles. You want to sit right back, keeping your glutes tight, keeping your trunk elongated, and you exhale as you get to the top, and inhale as you're going down. Good job. Well done, Miss Mcgregor. The next exercise is going to be push-ups. So she's going to be demonstrating some push-ups. Wow. So she's demonstrating full push-ups on the ground. So for the push-ups, guys, there are different variations of push-ups. She's just awesome for that one. For the persons who cannot handle that one, there are push-ups on the knees. So she's also going to show you the push-ups on the knees right there. Bending the elbow and then up. Nice and relaxed on the knees. Same muscle group, working the chest, working the back of the arm. Then this is another variation right there for persons who cannot handle the other one. Wow. And she makes it look so easy. Well done. And there's also push-ups that you could do on the chair, so you could just pull that chair over, and you could just run that one. To make this one harder, so people who have kids and stuff, you can maybe have the baby sit on your back or something like that, whatever, Very good. And guys, take note of her form. Her body is completely straight, core is tucked in. She's inhaling as she's going down and exhaling as she's coming up on the effort. And the next exercise would be walking lunges. So right here now, so this one is very easy, guys. And she's going to be using some old books inside some 7Cs bags. At home you may have shopping bags, you may have whatever it is that you have at home. And you can just put the books in the bag and you hold and you just walk along and lunge. Again, it's like she's walking out, like she's going out. Very good. There you go. And that's one version, that's just the good. Good, well done. Very good. Static version right there. So she's on the spot. She's just doing that one on the spot. Well done. Alternating legs. The first one was alternating squat. That one was static. Right here. And she's totally killing it, guys. And notice she's just using what she has lying around at home. Her bags right there. If you have water bottles, you could also use those as well. Walking version right here, so just walking right across. So as you see right here, you can progress. So whatever level you are, you can always start somewhere and just build up. And that is lovely. Well done, well done. So guys, you have no excuse. Use what you have at home. So for the stronger people, you know, you can just hold the baby one on each arm and just walk across. Now she's gonna be demonstrating dumbbell rows. So for the dumbbell rows, again, you have no equipment at home, no excuses. You can fill some water bottles, and there you go. So the position, knees slightly bent, chest parallel to the ground, and you're pulling. Wow, look at that. And listen to her breathe, guys. Listen to her breathe. Very, very, very important. Very important. This, well done. That's also very good demonstration there, Miss Mcgregor. And then she's going to be doing planking. This is for the core. That exercise just now was for the back. And now she's going to be working on the core. This again, planks are another full body exercise. So you work your core, you work your quads, you work everywhere. And this one is times. Again, guys, you can use time. And she's holding, look at that, wow. She makes it look so easy. Look at that. Wow, wow, wow. Amazing. There, another version right there. Another version of the plank. Well done, Miss Mcgregor. Shoulder, wrist, oh my goodness, look at that. Wrist under the shoulders. She's looking good, solid, good form. Well done. Lovely. That's for the advanced athlete who needs to work on the stability portion of the exercise. Well done. And now, the final exercise is jumping jacks. So she's just going to knock out a few jumping jacks. Here we go, guys. So she's going to be... Jumping jacks. You can... And here we go. Jumping jacks. This is nice and easy. You can turn side to the side so we can see what that looks like. Good. Very, very, very easy exercise. May not necessarily be easy. Jump ropes as well. Can throw some jump rope in. And guys, so exercises like these, so say we started out with the bodyweight squats here. So a program like this you want to go through like 2 to 3 times. 2 to 3 times, pick your number wherever you are, whatever level you're starting at. Let's say you can only do 5 squats, you do your 5 squats, you move on to the next exercise. Whatever you can do there, you do it there, you record a number, and every time you just try to build up, build up, build up. As Kurt mentioned before, Kristen Mcgregor is an amazing athlete, so she can just go on and not stop. But for everyone at home, you want to ensure that you start at your level. Don't be afraid, start wherever you are. And now we're going to be doing our cool down. What are we going to do for cool down here? So we're just walking back and forth and just breathing nice and easy. Bringing her heart rate down. Bringing her heart rate down. Then she's going to stand right in the front here, face us. Inhale deeply, reach up to the sky, right up on your tippy toes. Inhale, inhale, exhale all the way down, collapse all the way down to the ground. Get that stretch in the hamstring, in the lower back. All the way up again, inhale. Exhale all the way down. Good job. And hold that and come right back up to the top, 1 vertebra at a time, rolling up. Knees into the chest, 1 knee into the chest. And this now right here for the cool down, you want to hold the stretches a little bit longer than you did in the warm-up because now you're finishing the exercise. You want to ensure that the muscles are fully relaxed. So you're bringing your body, your heart rate back down, bringing your breathing back down. You're bringing your body back to a state of relaxation. Take your time. So for some people who doesn't really have the balance, what you can do is you get a mop stick and you just hold on to that mop stick. She's stretching the inner thighs right there. Or you can have maybe a chair standing right there and you're just using the chair to help you with the stretches. And there she goes. There it is, guys. Very, very, very easy. So again, your program should consist of... I can probably do the other version as well. Very good, very good. Olympic edition. Can you show me stuff?
So something that you sure you don't want to show us how to lift a pen? Thanks again, Kristen. I just want to mention and wish Kristen all the best in the competition that is coming up in Barbados in November. Kristen will represent us in the Darcy Beckles competition, bodybuilding competition in Barbados. And you see how she look good? My God, thank you so much. We're at the end of our program, and I just want to just say thanks to everybody that participated today, everybody who joined us online, Zoom, YouTube, etc. Thank you so much to Everard Boudan for the prayer, Denzel Wilkes from the Sports Development Foundation for his delivery. Thank you so much, our President, Mr. Samuda, for your keynote speech. President Audrey Allwood for joining us online. Kirk, always here for us, always being in the thick of things. And so we just want to thank everybody that participated us. And we also want to thank all the sporting federations that have come on board to be a part of the We Train workout sessions. Somebody on Zoom had asked if the October 19 broadcast will be affected by the 3 p.m. curfew. It will not, because we're going to pre-record the sessions and then air them at 6 p.m. on October 19. So we're on for 6 p.m. October 19. So there's no excuses. Get your chair, get your bag of grocery, your chair, your skipping rope, everything, and let's train. Thank you so much.